How's it going, people? Welcome to Gotenks Week 84 update. We got a lot of things to talk about, starting with Aurodium 4. So if you watch my Grand Arenas from this week, you will have noticed that I made it to Aurodium 4. I would say finally, but this is a lot sooner than I expected. I'm at 5 million GP. I do have Executor. I don't have any other GL ships. I have 2 Galactic Legends. My roster's pretty good, and I've really been filling things out, so that's really how I got to Aurodium 4. And a big thing, getting to Aurodium 4, there's a lot more teams. So in Kyber, for 3v3, you're going to have 5 teams, 5 teams, 5 teams, but now I just have 5, 4, 4. Only 2 land teams less than my main account, which is insane. Thankfully, just 2 fleets. I would be kind of stretched for 3. I don't even know if I have like a 6th capital ship. Yeah, I have 5 total capital ships, so I wouldn't even have enough capital ships to set a full defense. I'd have to like leave an empty slot, which would be sad. So yeah, I'm fine with just the 2. And you know, I am stretched thin. We got Mr. Piggy down here. I thought it would just be funny to put the random useless characters I got from Java here. And this is behind Leia, so this is just like barely coherent teams that don't really make too much sense. I put Calcatarn with Rolo. It's like, I don't think I'll use him anywhere else. This top, I put more teams that make a little bit more sense. You know, Iden with her Omicron. Still doesn't have her Zeta. That's my bad. I should probably look to give her a Zeta, but she's just gear 10. Padme with the Guardsman. Boba Fett, you know, actually something not great, but I'd rather put them up there than what's her face? The crap I have in the back. I am setting Imperial Remnant on the bottom here. I don't think it's going to be crazy good because they are really low gear, but you know, it's something. Ewoks are something. And we're going to talk a little bit about Datacrons today, but yeah, I have that strategy, which I'll talk about in a little bit. But first, I did want to just share real quick. I have a little clip from earlier in the week when I discovered that we had a free Lightspeed token in the store. Well, look at that. I was doing a roster review from my Gotenks account, just hopped over to the store. And looks, I didn't even see a bubble. There's not even a bubble for it. There's a free Carbonite Lightspeed token for Separatists. So, you know, it's not crazy. It's gear 10. But that is something. Let's, what is it? Oh, that's the Ascension thing. It's Lightspeed tokens. So I will be getting what is it? Smuggler one eventually. But what do I use this on? None of these characters are Kybertech characters except Stab. I'm not really interested in, you know, building a Grievous team. I'm gonna have to think about this. I'm not gonna do it right now. But, you know, Grievous might be worth it. I have not poured any gear into him. He's a fleet commander. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of research. You know, B2 is the one that stands out to me as more useful in other areas. You know, I wouldn't do the Geos already at gear 10. That would just kind of level them up, basically. Which, actually, I should do that on my own anyway. I didn't realize they were still level 80. Yeah. Yeah, I think Grievous or B2. That's nice. Just straight up free. That's awesome. And now, at the time of the recording of this video, it's time to pull the trigger. I'm gonna do Grievous. You know, there's arguments to be made for other stuff, especially since Grievous isn't one of the characters needed to unlock General Skywalker. I could go for, you know, B2, B1 Droidic or Magna Guard, just thinking, oh, that'll get me closer to General Skywalker when I do decide to do it. I'm gonna just do Grievous in the event that I want to go for. That's pretty cool. In the event that I want to go for Malevolence. And I have some shards of Malevolence. I have 20, not too many, but nice. Well, yeah, that is about 3 million credits saved. And when I looked at the gear he actually needed to get to gear 10, the most significant thing was a lot of stun cuffs, and I have been feeling the hurt with the stun cuffs lately. His stats, flat gear 10, not any extra pieces or anything, not too impressive stat-wise, but that's a lot of free gear. It's a lot of free gear for a character I wasn't really trying to work on, but I think that's awesome. I hope they do that with each set of Lightspeed tokens. That would be fantastic, even though it is just a cheap one. For this account, at least, I could just, here and there, improve the account a bit. Aurodium Board, I have a 47 out of 100. Sad. If I ever want to go for JMK, I'm probably going to have to shell out some Get 3 or something. But anyway. Speaking of Get 3, we did complete TB today for 28 stars. Which is nice. That's kind of high stars for an account this size, like the guild that I'm in, or like over 400 million. But for Rise of the Empire TV, I just want to take a minute to note that the rewards are kind of crap when they're bottom loaded, so you don't get that much more for getting a lot more stars. For instance, I think that Get 1 is maxed out at like 13 stars, Get 2, a few more than that. And after that, you're just getting a tiny bit more Get 3 every time. And you get, the random loot box of pieces, which is good. I like getting Chirotech, but it's not that much better the further you go on. Like my main account, I get a good bit more crystals. Yeah, a lot more Get 3, but it's not that amazing. This is a piece I really had to scrounge together for Mr. Malik this past week. I did get him to Relic 3. It is funny. So Nooch Do Good, when the new update came out, he was kind of like a detractor. He thought it was, overhyped. He thought I had a way too positive a view on it for being able to relic characters at below 7 stars, and he's since come around. This morning, Sunday morning, he actually put out a video saying he was wrong, and he was sharing a picture of my roster at the very beginning, and he didn't mention it was mine until 5 minutes in, and I was looking at it. The view I'd see would be like, just by power. It was kind of like this, and I was looking at it. And for some reason, I thought it was, not for some reason, I thought it it was one of his accounts. I started looking at the roster, and I was like, man, I didn't know he had an account where he went for just Leia and Jabba, and he had all this. I was like, man, that account looks really good. I didn't know it was mine. I was like, man, that's really nice. And I started looking closer. I was like, man, he really went for all the same stuff as me. And then I saw 5s at Relic 6, and Corsettin at Relic 6, and then I saw Mace Windu at Relic 3 with 2 Zs. I was oh, okay. He's pulling up my roster. Because I had DM'd him about my Malik. I was like, hey, look at this. What's wrong with this? But no, it's awesome. I don't have him really even close to 7 stars, but Relic 3 is fantastic. Even at just Gear 12, he has made a material impact for me in Conquest, which I'm going to do a focus on in this video too, just because I think I have a lot of stuff to share about this Conquest, or my run in this Conquest. So this mod, I don't think it's fantastic or anything, but I did really focus on the protection. I didn't completely neglect his speed. He's got over 100, even without a speed set. And yeah, I think that's good enough for me. He's got a defense set in there. I'd prefer more defense sets, but yeah, he is a bona fide tank, and he's going to be just completely legit for my Darth Revan team, especially in 3v3, which is coming up. And the next character I want to get in Relics is Bastard Sean Fallen. Now, sadly, well, I don't know. Let's do what we can. I doubt I'll get over to Gear 13 by lock. I'm going to be checking every refresh to see if I can. But I need a lot of this piece, which is, I need to, I think I'll use that. I really am trying to push for her. I need some shard shop currency. Oh yeah, I haven't hit my daily reset yet. I'm close. We're like 42 minutes away. Do I have anything here? Yeah, let's do that. This and this. Try to snag this. Need to open my bronze impact too. I'm just low on charge up currency. But yeah, I'm pushing for that to have a super trio of these three. I think I might give her my next Zeta. But Malik, if you did notice, he does have both of his Zetas. Which means he's basically full functionality as far as I'm concerned. Because the way he works, he gets the bonus turn with the health, with the drain life, every time he hits a threshold. So in a lot of cases, Relic 3 doesn't even make that much of a difference compared to even Relic 9. I mean, Relic 9 is obviously much better, but you know, he might get to use his drain life more often because he's getting hit under those thresholds more easily. And he's still got plenty of hit points. I mean, he just combines health and protection, so he's over 200k HP, which is insane. So I'm really jazzed about that. As far as shard farming goes, Night Trooper is done. Death Trooper pretty, I'm not farming directly anymore, but he's in the logging counter. I wish I stopped farming him earlier. And Enoch is accelerated and really close to 6-star. But yeah, these guys are getting, I think right after I Relic Bastila Shunfall, they're getting all the Kyro tech. Mon Mothma is almost done to 7 stars. I am farming Marok, I don't know. Marok, Shin, farming them. They're not accelerated yet. They'll probably get accelerated before I even finish them. And they're going to be going into one of my next major farms. And I really don't, I mean, I want to do JML. But I don't know when I'll do him or go for unlocking him. I mean, I got half the requirements. I've talked about this several times, but okay, which ones just need extra relics? 1 extra relic, 2 extra relic. 2 that are just extra relics. The rest of them I need to even get to the year 13 outright. It's just not too much. Like, it's not bad in terms of a GL. But then when I think of, you know, I got Starkiller for 4 characters. You can get Jar Jar for 4 characters. Fantastic. Balin, you get for 5, and they really fit well into my plans. Even Grand Admiral Thrawn, it would have benefited me so much to go for Fortress Moon Challenge Tier 3 after doing my Balin Skull farms. This is all such good value for requirements. It's not garbage like Galactic Legends. You have so many crap characters that are just filler, but you still need to get them to gear 13. And, you know, some characters are difficult gears to get to gear 12. Like, you know, they might need a ton of Chirotechs, or they're loaded up on one particular piece of gear like Carbantes or stun cuffs, like 400 Carbantes or 400 stun cuffs, and they're more difficult. Almost every character is pretty similar from gear 12 to gear 13. There's more annoying cases where they might have multiple of the same piece, and it requires a lot of the med packs or the scanners. But pretty much all characters are very comparable getting from gear 12 to gear 13. They all require 100 Chirotech. They all require 3 gear 12 pieces, 2 gear 12 plus pieces. So even the crap characters are quite a toll. And it's like, I'd much rather get good characters. So Balin, Shin, Merrick, that's 3v3 team. He has his whole team in his requirements. Great Mothers, Morgan Elsbeth. You just need one more Night Sister, and that's an amazing Night Sister team. And then Thrawn, I already use him here and there, but like his ship is really good. This is really good value. Another really good value farm, which I haven't talked about yet. Well, gas is kind of a bad value. I mean, you need so much of this. I mean, I do love Gaz. I think he's a great character. But if I didn't already do the Galactic Republic fleet, there's this whole fleet involved. You got this whole team, which has nothing to do with him once you unlock him. And then you have this whole team, which has nothing to do with him once you unlock him. You could use him with Padme if you want, but like this is trash. Not even Grievous required. So it's a ton of stuff. And he was the proto GL, like he was the last big character before Galactic Legends came out, so they were moving towards that. But Balin, I love. Bo-Katan, great value. Her, Paz, IG-12, and Mando, that's 4/5 of her team in 5v5 and 3v3. That's our whole team. When I use her in 3v3 on my main account, because I have plenty of experience using her, it's IG-12 and either Paz or Mando. But for me, it's just for characters. They're Relic 7, so I'm not doing it anytime soon with this account. Relic 7 is pretty steep for me. But yeah, she beats Lord Vader pretty good. JMK she can beat. I'm going for Balin for the absolute JMK counter. Because my Fennec has already handled plenty of the Lord Vaders I've come across. But Bo-Katan, fantastic value for a farm. Even Luke is kind of a bad value, because it's forced stuff. You have to get Rolo, you have to get Chewbacca is its own legendary farm. You gotta get Wampa, who's difficult to farm, and like these are in Millennium Falcon. You need Millennium Falcon, which takes forever because these are all. I mean, he's awesome, but it's just the unlock price is very steep. Galactic Legends super steep, but these characters are kind of where it's at. I mean, not really. Alpha and Grand Inquisitor are kind of a bad example, but the ones that you need just 4, that's pretty sweet. He's a little more expensive. He makes more sense if you already have Lord Vader. I don't know when I'll get Mace. I think he's kind of low down the pipe. Anyway, just some thoughts on Journey Guide and my farming. Overall, I'm just thrilled with where my roster's at. I feel like in between big farms, I just finished Starkiller. I do some like Relic Hygiene. That's where I'm at now. Where I got Starkiller and Malik. The Relic Hygiene is, I got Treya and Nihilist to Relic 3. They're fantastic. They're making a big difference for me in Conquest 2. Malik to Relic 3, so it only makes sense to get Master Shunfall in there. And after that, I'm not like really having too many characters that I'm like, oh, I really should have them in Gear 13 by now. Padme's, alright. Echo's kind of the odd one out on his team. Yeah, Thrawn's okay. Not really much. Grief and I think Grief, Karga, and Mando would make sense to get to Gear 13 at some point, but he needs Kyrotech, and I'm not really willing to give it to him right now. And the next thing I am going to talk about, I think I've been doing quite well on this account. Quite well for 1 week. Not even a full week done. I'm at 429 key cards, and I need 530 as my overall goal. I might get the 553, I don't know. I have 5 out of 9 global feats. I'm working my way to the 3 dark side clones. I'm gonna get it. I'm getting it. The way I'm doing it, since mine are trash, I basically need a 2-person team. So I'll go through how I'm getting all these kind of various difficult feats. Oh, so I guess before I show that, I am at 3 out of 20. So if I need 1 character to survive, I go with CLS and throw them in there. Because I have perfect initiative, and let me just show the discs I have. I don't do like these conquest guides beforehand because I don't really know what's gonna happen until I actually play it. Like, I don't want to sit there and like data process and 3D chess, figure out everything. Yes, yes, all these. I've done a few conquest videos before, but I don't know. It kind of loops after a certain point. Like Ruthless Swiftness is always good, Entrenched is always good. I have a Zealous Ambition. It's not that important. The Big Daddy is weak spot right now, and Fortify has really helped me get some interruption when I am getting outsped and get some defense to start. But the big things are Ruthless Swiftness and then weak spot. I can ensure someone survives. So Bad Batch has a ton of feats in this one, and my main account is just I have to use new Bad Batch all over the place. I have them all around 7, and they're well modded, but it's like annoying because the team is so slow to get anything done. So, you just knock out Echo, and I can probably auto it. Let's go for that, because I'm getting so many turn meter boosts. Yeah, so I can just really easily ensure I get, well, at least one character to survive. When it's two, it's a little more tricky. Like, if I need them to survive, it's kind of tricky. Like, this one is kind of difficult, and I'm on the fence whether I'm going to go for it or not, because it's 10 battles, and it's only 5, so it's bad value. Where's the global feat? I'm going for 15. But the flawless victory days, buff immunity, those are easy, especially with Padawan Obi-Wan. This is super easy. Sector 1, the only one I'm missing is Doubt, because I'm pretty sure it's impossible for me. I know Afra's good at it, don't have her. Malgus can do like one, don't have him, so I can't do that. Stagger, wasn't bad. And that's kind of where Malik comes in. Evading attacks and battles you won wasn't a big deal. Deepa Balaba surviving, I did the same trick with CLS. Just had the group in there. But the stagger, what's nice now, I have a coherent dark side team. Before, when I had to run like a full dark side team, it was kind of hit or miss. Because I don't have a great dark side roster for this. I got Jabba, but he's a mixed team. Starkiller mixed team. Wait, I just got him anyway. I had Palplead Vader, which kind of still sucked. I had Darth Revan Lee, but like he was the only relic. But now, what I like to run, and this was good to get me a lot of different feats. Traya Lead, because she does help with some survivability. I got Vader in there, he gets the kills. Sometimes I was running Talon. Palpatine if I needed health steal up, but Malik was the kicker. He kept us alive. And I started this Conquest season with him at Gear 12, which was still plenty. As soon as I got the Fear Zeta on him, it was fine. But, with the second one, it's just amazing. Like, this is the first time I've had a reliable dark side team. I just didn't have one before this guy. It was just all light side or mixed. So that's fantastic. So they're kicking butt for me with that. Sector 3, I have 1 feat left. What am I at? Defeat enemies with Spectre units. It's kind of hard for me. That right now the only real Spectre character I built up at all is Chopper. And if I had JML, that'd be easy. Like, he can call any light side ally to assist and do damage with his granted. And that is one of the more compelling reasons for me to push for JML. If I really want to make a push for Red Crate, but right now this is a skip. No tanks, that was simple. I mean, CLS has no tanks. My Padawan Obi-Wan team has no tanks. Disarm, that took a while, but that and Blind, like the fact that Disarm took a while, I had to do 15 battles with Jabba just to do Disarm with Chrysanthemum, but all the while, I'd, do a lot of Blind with Jabba, so I didn't have to double back. I'm showing the whole process with this one because I think this Conquest has gone exceptionally well. And then for these feats, I got them all. I have all of them. Tenacity Down was easy. Dots was pretty easy now that I have a coherent dark side team. Put them under Traya. I'll Steal Up was the same team. Palpatine. I'd get potentially 10 per. And then with Crosshair surviving, I didn't use CLS for this. I was trying to double up. This is what I was doing. So I'd use, these 3 Jedi are kind of like, they can get any 2 characters through anything. I was trying to double up and get Omega and Crosshair. Let me try this. I might go for Batcher this time. But they'd kill Omega. Okay, yeah, now Batcher's the decoy. But once they kill someone, Anakin gets ticked off. Do this. Luke gets his turn. Everyone's stunned. You're not going anywhere. Let's rip them to shreds. So she stealthed herself. There's just no hope. It's just absolute destruction. So much destruction. It's destruction. And I don't care if it's 2 stars or 1 star. That's what I need to do. And then Dark Side Clones is what I've been doing. I need a 2-man team, which I guess Jedi Luke and Padawan Obi-Wan could potentially be fine. But this is what I've been running. I've been running these three. They're 60. Well, he's 85 because I was trying to get that first tier of his era battle done. But they're low 64, gear 8. I just auto it, point at Daka, and it might take a little longer if they stun R2, which they did. But he's got Zealous Ambition, and he is a beast with Zealous Ambition, especially once he does his AoE. But he likes to do his stealth move first, which I think is bad. Let's cleanse. I just want to make sure he does AoE. Yeah, he would try his stealth to Leia, and that's a waste. Yeah, take out Daka and Marin. I didn't run this on the Geos because they're a lot tougher. They would just like perma ability block Leia, and that would not go well whatsoever. With this Conquest, why I've been able to get so far so fast, I have been doing the 50 refreshes because I actually care about farming Datacrons this season with this account. I have, with all these little relic additions I've made, I have plenty of teams that can use Datacrons. So I want to push for that. I have 5 from this old set. But look at that. Look at those focused Datacrons on this account. This set, you know, I did my evaluation and I wasn't totally thinking of my Gotenks account because when I did my good, bad, and the awesome, I didn't know the cost yet. I didn't know it was 2,000, 2,000, 6,000. I thought they were all going to be 10,000. So when I said the sortie one would be bad, because comparatively it is, but it's only 2,000. It only costs 2,000 episode currency. So I bought that and Wampa and Rolo. Rolo, I think I can just leave it at 7. I got it to 7 because my plan is to use this with CLS and 5v5, and either CLS or Dash on Chewie in 3v3, and you could kind of really loot people. So I just wanted to get up to a little bit more armor pen. The crit avoidance, if it's like all guns blazed and you just knock them out before they can do much to you, then I don't think I need to push super far for the defensive stats. And I like 14 is just, you know, a bridge to, like, it's super expensive. It's already getting expensive once you get to 2 million. But the great thing about these other two, they're only level 9, but their stats are like you're going to level 15. 150 armor, and I reacted strongly to this when I evaluated the whole set too. 100% offense, 100% crit damage. Are you kidding me? This is insane. This is amazing. And I have Wampa. I have him. He only needs to be, what, gear 3. He's relic 3. I'm interested to see what he can do, because I have this full thing. If it's not awesome, like I don't get significant value, I'll put the stats with someone else. 50% offense on level 1. Are you kidding me? How many Mark 1? That's the cheapest 50% offense ever. It's insane. It's just amazing. I love it. It's like built for accounts like this. So bravo. It took everything I had, like so much credits to get that one to level 12. And then sortie, I'm gonna get it to 8. I'm not gonna get it to 9. I don't have sortie. I'm just gonna take it to 8 because normally, for most Datacrons, I farm on my main account. I don't get them to 9 because I want a level 9. I get them to level 9 because you can't reroll any stat at any level until you get to level 9. So I can't reroll these stats anyway. They're guaranteed stats. I'm going to get to level 8 and stay. So that's going to be 2 million, 3.75, 5.25. Yeah, it's like, it's not that expensive. I'm going to need to buy a little bit more data cache, but that right there is sweet. This, kind of want, I want one of the, I want, what is it? Yeah, this one. First time Lightside ally reaches 75%, 50%, 25% health, get them protection up. I don't need a ton of dark side crons. I have a predominantly light side roster. So I think the strategy for this account with this is I'll get a few, maybe level 3 to 5. I'm not trying to go super high on this one because I'm not like in love with the stats. The old one, I went higher on some to try and get more defense. Yeah, this one unfortunately only got 1 roll of defense. But this one that I did actually take to 9, I was able to re-roll and get a good amount of defense. Oh, maybe I can, I still have a lot of re-roll mats. Let's try this, because I don't care about potency here. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Okay. Oh, holy crap. I didn't realize I had that many level 3 things. What? I mean, crit damage is fine and all, but let's try. Yeah, I'll go with protection. But I don't want to redo that one. That was expensive. But this, yeah, let's re-roll here. And this suck. I'm gonna have to. Okay, yeah, it's 200k. I'm gonna have to buy some data cache. That's all right and all. I literally have no other use for this, I think, other than that. I can re-roll this level ability, but I don't think that's any value. Come on, give me. Oh, that'd be sweet if it's defense. I'm like now only processing that I had re-roll mats on this account. That's expensive. That's a good. I don't know. I'm torn. I'm spending all my data cache. I'll go with the offense. That's still good. Yeah. Here. All right, now that's not working. But wow, that is a lot better than I expected to come out with. And hey, look at that! I had to walk away for a little bit and the bot time until my day change. So my reset. So let's check those shipments again, see if I can get closer to finishing off Bastion Fallen. This don't have enough. We're almost done the raid. Are we done the raid? We're done it. We just finished it. Right? Or no? It's not on my main account, we just finished it. Never mind. So no, I do not have a raid incoming. I get my wires crossed sometimes. Dang. It's gonna be tough. This piece, I'd be able to buy it. Yep, okay, it's there. Alright, so it's like basically all my currency. I'll buy it with this just so I can use my fleet energy for this. And I am farming Punishing One, but I think this merits kind of putting that on hold if I can just rush to get Bastion Fallen battle ready. I have what, like I got like 2 days. I think I can do it. This is all there. That's all there. Oh, thank goodness she's this piece, because the one piece I like that Malik needed, I have barely any of. And then, yeah, I'm set. Yeah, okay, so that's not really a big concern. Where was I before the reset? My Datacrons? Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'll be able to push too much past the focus Datacrons. I had a little bit more of a data cache build up from not really doing too much in previous sets. But yeah, I mean, that's plenty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't have too many full relic teams. I got 9 with that, but that one's kind of crappy. So I'll be doing what I can. And the strategy with Leia, that I might have to switch which Datacron I have on her, since I have tons of defense now here. No, not 3v5, 3v3. So I did have her get the sortie one, because I hope to finish it before lock, and then it would be like 150% defense, tons of crit avoidance, tons of potency. The droid thing, whatever, but I might do this. 236% defense. Some offense. That's pretty good. You know, I don't know how much if there's a math equation to figure out how much crit avoidance is worth the trade-off for defense, but defense is pretty good. I got some offense here. Yeah, let's try that. This is hopefully going to be my wall for this season. Some offense there. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have amazing mods. Since I stole that 29 speed mod from him. There's a lot of offense. A lot of offense. That's good. This isn't sliced. And that's not fantastic. We got room to improve. I actually could probably remod him, but I'm not going to do that right now. Yeah, anyway, I think I've covered most of the stuff I wanted to for this week. Fleet's been same old, same old. I won't do a fleet battle today. Events. Well, it's been okay. I got 2 out of 5 through all of them. I got the win without losing a unit and complete the battle. Those aren't too hard. And I couldn't do the stealth really high up because I would die. I kept dying. So I went down a tier 8 and got it. But I really want to push for as many episode points as I can because I want to ensure I get this because this is fantastic value. And I plan on using it probably for Hondo. Because hey, he's also going to slot into a Balin team once I put the pedal to the metal on Balin and get him. Oh, this piece. This is the one I barely have any of. I'm up to 41 now, but there's a ton of. Do we have the other finisher in this chain? Or no, just no. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, I got a good amount of that, but I have a ton of the one Bastard Sean Fallen's using. And yeah, only other thing I will say, I have my sights set. I do think I want to Relic Knight and Leia soon because the reason being is I am just building up so much signal data, and the reason I can't really use too much of it is I am strapped for carbonate circuit boards and bronzium. And I mean, this is not news to anyone. This is like the most... Oh, this one's locked? I don't know why I have that one locked. I mean, this is just... Most people have this problem. Like, 800 of this, only 24. I know how to target farm these, and it's not a big lift to do it. But bronzium is a more slow burn. It's just that, the Chirotech node... Every time I get a character to Gear 13, it's a struggle to get them to, even Relic 3. So, I pretty much have a Relic 3 army, but what's nice, and I talked about this with Starkiller, is for Relic 8 and Relic 9, you don't need those two. So, I need Aurodiums, but those are pretty easy to get. I've been pretty disciplined about buying Electriums with Tier 3 currency. And the Arrow Magnifiers, well, you get some of those naturally from, is it TW or TB? Both? I don't know. But apparently I have some of those. I'm just going to need to buy a bunch of impulse detectors. But I have tons of signal data. And then I'm going to need Gerda keypads. I think I have like 10. Oh, I got 15. Okay. But yeah, I don't really have much scrap. So maybe a couple raids. And then I'll be able to get her to Relic 8 and then Relic 9. And that's pretty sweet. She is like pretty much the best character in the game. So, I mean, and she's a tank. So, Relic 9 just makes complete sense. But with that, I think we're going to wrap it up. So, thank you so much for watching. This is the first weekly update I've done while being in Aurodium. And I feel like all the pieces of the puzzle start to fall into place. Going great for Conquest. I have a nice blueprint for future iterations of this Conquest. I don't know if I really care about Maz Kanata yet or not. I mean, like, do I really want a full pirate team? Yeah, there she is. I don't know. I'm still kind of working on older teams. I would love a Conquest unit that fits into existing teams and makes them better. Kind of like Malgus did, or Malicos, or one of those, but I don't know. We'll see. But thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next week.